Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sunday Night is Organ Music Night with some technical issues. I'm not sure what's happening, but something is not quite right. I can't explain it. Something sounds the wrong way round. Does that make sense? I wonder. How's it sounding over there? I saw Panlomito writing the sound was terrible, but everyone else was saying it's fine. So how is the sound? Is the sound okay? Do let me know. Here there's something in my headphones that sounds different, and I don't know why. There shouldn't be any differences here. This is an organ we've been using before, but for some reason it doesn't sound very bassy tonight for me, so I'm not very sure. And I don't mean count bassy, I mean as if there's something missing from the bass. Let me just make sure my connections are tight. Ugh. It's useful, this, isn't it? I have a little monitor speaker here, and it's only used to keep Colin Cauliflower up. There you are. That's all it's there to do. Can you see him all right? No, hold on. He's got to look into the camera, hasn't he? There you are. There you are. Right. What's everyone saying then? Put your headphones on the other way around. Ha 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 ha, says the man from the other hemisphere. Okay, right. No, nothing wrong with that. Sounds good to me, sounds good to me, sounds good to me, sounds good to me. Yes, the lighting is very dodgy, isn't it? I'm not sure why. It's the same lighting as always. It's right there where it always is, but it looks like there's something missing, doesn't it? You're right. That's on, that's on, that's on. Everything's on. Something feels different tonight. I'm not sure what it is. It looks weird. Anyway, let's pretend it's more intimate tonight. How about that? There we are. Anyway, right. All creatures of our God and King. That was our opening number for tonight. And that's what's wrong. You're right. That light isn't on. Well done. Well spotted, whoever that was. Well spotted. Click. Ha! That'll make a huge difference. That'll make an enormous difference to the whole thing. Oh, much better. Anyway, right, what were we talking about? Yes, all creatures of our God and King. That was a request that came in a long time ago. From one of our African friends. So I do apologize for taking so long to getting that played, but there you are. We have it. We have it tonight. So there we are. There we are. Now, tonight, what do we call it? Magnificent music. I was going to call it magnificent musical moments, but that would have looked awful in a tiny little picture. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we are going to be featuring several of the magnificent numbers from the legendary BBOM, the Brown Book of Magnificence. I used to call it the Brown Book of Magical Magnificence, but I get into trouble for doing that. Now, we are sort of working our way chronologically through this magnificent little book. It's a wonderful little book. It's believe it or not, what this is, for those of you who don't know, it's the hymn book, the Brown Book. How old is the Brown Book? Let's find out how old the Brown Book is. This used to belong to someone called Hannah, by the way. This one is 1984. 1984. The original English title is Sing Praises to Jehovah. This is one of the hymnals belonging to the Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, whatever you think of all your religious groups around the world, I don't care. Music is what counts, and the music of the Jehovah's Witnesses is, it's outstanding. It really is. It's wonderful stuff. Sadly, we don't know who wrote these pieces because apparently it didn't matter who wrote those pieces. It's all to the glory of God, etc., etc. And I personally think that's a shame because these people who wrote these tunes are astounding musicians. Now, we're gonna sort of concentrate on 5 or maybe 6 of these tunes tonight. Some that we have heard before and some that we have not heard yet, just for fun. But tonight, in the chronological order that we would normally be in, we are up to number 42. By the way, there are, get ready for this, there are 225, okay? 225 hymns in this little book at some point. Now, one of these days, I might get round to it, one of these days I'm going to do, and this is the most un-Jehovah's Witness thing in the world, a sponsored marathon of all the... I've got something in my eye, excuse me. What is that? Oh, it's my finger. Sorry, yes, the old Tommy Cooper jokes are the best. No, I do actually have something in my eye. Hold on. That's rather annoying. Get out, whatever it is. An eyelash, right. Okay. Sort of a sponsored dig through this book, because I think that would be great fun. I don't know the story behind any of these pieces of music, unfortunately. I wish I did, but we may never know the story behind these pieces of music. Right, number 42. This is the way. Dies ist der Weg. Very simple title, and a lovely piece of tune to lilt along to. There's a wonderful old word, lilt. If you would like to lilt along to this piece of music, ladies and gentlemen, please do enjoy it. It's a deliciously fresh and exciting melody with wonderfully cheesy harmony, as you're about to hear. And I think we can have some fun with it. Dies ist der Weg. This is the way. And this is the way to play these things. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? I love the, let's get rid of some of that. La, 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 li, li, li. It's just so cute. It really is, isn't it? It's so cute. I can just imagine people getting, you know, into the swing of that and singing it along. It's another one of those carnival ones. You put some Cologne words to that, Kölsch words to that, and it would be the perfect Kölsch lead. Wouldn't that be amazing for people involved in the Cologne Carnival? If you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't need to. The Cologne Carnival is one of the most frightening things you've ever seen in your life. It's basically several million Germans forcing themselves to have fun. It's hilarious. 360 days of the year, they don't have fun at all. And then for 5 days, they go completely mental. It's weird. But this would be, but they have some really cool music, it has to be said. And that would actually be an ideal piece of music for that. Don't you think? Anyway, there you have it. Right. There you are. A wonderful old hymn from the J-Dubs. And it's, yes, wonderful stuff. We'll be coming back to that book for some more magnificence very shortly. Now, on the subject of Cologne Carnival and musical magnificence, what some of the bands from Cologne Carnival, what they do, they take traditional old tunes from around the world. A lot of them are Irish or Scottish tunes. And what they do, they put new words to them. Yeah? So they put copyrights on the words and make millions. And of course, all the melodies are public domain, so they don't earn anything from that. But because of the new words, they make an absolute mint. And one of the tunes that they use during carnival time and also in football season in Cologne is an old Scottish melody. And this was sent recently to us by Samantha, who would like to hear me playing it. So here you are. I'm going to play it for all the Scottish fans and all the Cologne fans out there in the world. And when I say Cologne, I mean the city of Cologne, not the smelly stuff you spray all over yourself. Okay? What a big sound. The organ of Düren, St. Anne's Church in Düren. Actually, I might have the chance to visit Düren very soon. Unfortunately, only the town and maybe not the organ. I have to get in touch with them and see what we can do. But I have to go to that part of Germany, not in the near future. We shall see. It's a magnificent beast, isn't it? I wonder if it sounds like that in real life. Bet it does. There you are, Loch Lomond. For those of you who thought it was the Cologne thing, no, it's used in Cologne for football or for carnival and things. It's originally, of course, a Scottish tale of, Ian, you tell us what it's all about. Oh, you take the high road and I'll take the low road. And I'll be in Scotland afore ye, which means before you. And so on and so on and so on. Anyway, yes, wonderful stuff. Robbie Burns and all that, whatever. Although nowadays it's actually thought that Robbie Burns probably stole it from someone else. Nobody really knows who the words are, and he sort of put them together from other words that he found. We don't know, we don't have a time machine, but it's just what was... is this the one? Yes, it is. It's just what was regaled recently. There was a... actually, I can't tell you, it's not official yet, but there was an official sort of investigation into the music and words of Robbie Burns, especially the songs, and found that he was collating them from other people. He was basically picking them up from people in pubs, writing them down and then saying, oh, look what I just wrote. And apparently a lot of it isn't actually his at all. So he just collated it. Then again, there was that weird guy called Shakespeare who apparently didn't write anything himself either. And then again, there was that guy Bach who apparently didn't write things and just got people to do it. And then again, there's this guy in Los Angeles called Quincy Jones who apparently didn't write anything and just got his students to do it. And so on. It's been happening throughout history. Why should it be different now than it was then? Anyway, right, a piece of music entitled St. John Damascene. Let our choirs new anthems raise, bright the morn with gladness. When God turned to joy and praise all his servants' sadness. That's a weird way of putting it. This the day that won their crown, opened heaven's wide portal, of course. They mortality laid down, entered life immortal. There you are, it rhymes. Okay, a wonderful piece of music by a guy called Arthur Henry Brown. That's how he would have pronounced it if he was from Edinburgh. I don't know where Arthur Henry Brown was from. I doubt he was from Edinburgh, but I just fancied doing that. Anyway, here we are. It's a wonderful melody. If you know the words, sing along. If you don't, hum along. Not a bad little tune that, is it? One of the old marchy ones. That's an old piece of music that a long time ago, in a galaxy far away, was used by Scottish Freemasons. There you are, I bet you didn't know that. They sung different words to it, but it's a wonderful melody that just belts along. Yeah, good fun nonetheless. Ooh. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a glaring hole in the side of my thing here. Music desk, yes. Normally there would be an iPad there. Well, there should be an iPad there, and it's busy charging over there. I left it on. I left it on Friday, and of course I've set it up because when I'm playing music, I can't have it dimming its screen or going to sleep. So I've set it up to never do that. And of course, if I don't then manually switch the screen off, what happens? The battery's dead within hours. So yeah, I had to charge it up very quickly this afternoon. And then that didn't help very much, so I've been charging it for the past however long. And if we're lucky, we might be up to, we're at 44%. Right, come over here, you swine thing. We're at 44%, which isn't much, but it's better than nothing. Right, let me open it. And let me hope that my scores for this evening have actually, what's the word I'm looking for? Synchronized. For some reason, the synchronization feature wasn't working between that computer and this. No, it's still not working. I loaded up all sorts of music for tonight into the Fourscore program, and it's not synchronizing. Does anyone out there use Fourscore, and can anyone help me how on earth I can get it to synchronize? Now it's synchronizing. Right, there you are. He got worried there for a moment. There we go, that's better. Right, here's all the goodies coming in. Come on, synchronize. For the last few sort of months, I've been going on about how wonderful this technology is, and then tonight, for some bizarre reason, it didn't want to work at all. So there we are. Right, now, we've had some very interesting requests of late, and let's see if we can get a few of them in tonight. What is that? That's not a request. Oh, that is actually. Where did that come from then? What's that? Ooh, yes, okay, that's that. Oh, this is funny. We'll do that later. I've no idea what this is. There's about 1 million pages of it, so I think I may actually have to scan that again. Who was that from? That's from, who was that from? Stephen Vesta, I think that was from. Yes, 1 million pages individually, so I think I'll have to redo that one. Oh, this one was from Jeff. This is really rather weird. We'll do that one. Oh, we did have Loch Lomond. Who put Loch Lomond in here? I don't need the music for Loch Lomond. Right, and then we have this. Now, is this going to work? I'm not sure it will. I don't know it, you see. So I'm not sure. This is definitely a practice number. The other day, I got a wonderful piece of music sent to me by our good friend Joe Humans. A wonderful piece of music by a wonderful composer that everyone has forgotten for some bizarre reason, a guy called George Butterworth. Who knows anything about George Butterworth? Let us know in the chat if you do know anything about George Butterworth. Wonderful composer of old English composer, and beautiful, beautiful sort of exciting, what's the word we're looking for? Impressionistic, I suppose. Sort of painting music. Yeah, it's sort of like, like Debussy's music is like French Impressionist paintings. This guy is like English Impressionist paintings. Is there such a thing? I'm not sure. Anyway, and this is a wonderful piece of music, and I'm going to record it for Joe, and I'll do it as a separate video because it's so beautiful. It's called The Banks of Green Willow. It's a lovely piece of music, a lovely old orchestral number with clarinets and oboes and sort of very idyllic. It's even called an idyll, and I will record that separately because it's so wonderful. Oh, now we have some requests for some what's that? All right, okay. I don't always do this myself. Sometimes my manager does it for me. My manager is, of course, my wife, so there you are, Vanessa, who is downstairs at the moment. We have some ragtime music requested this evening, which is rather wonderful. And we have a wonderful piece of music. Here it is. This is what I was looking for the whole time. An amazing piece of music from Iceland. Now, I'm not sure if our Icelandic friend is with us this evening, Kristin Pétursson. Are you here this evening? Chris, are you here? Are you with us this evening? If Chris is here this evening from Iceland, then please say hello in the chit-chat. And this is a wonderful record. I'm going to play it anyway tonight because I wanted to play it tonight. It's apparently a piece of music that would be performed at Christmas in Iceland. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's October. It's freezing cold outside. It's going to be 1 degrees Celsius in this part of Germany overnight tonight. So that's Christmassy enough for me to play this. It's wonderful. Now, Chris wrote me an email with this and he sent me this wonderful piece of music, and he also included a link to his old choir singing it. He's not the conductor, he's a singer in the choir, and it's wonderful. And I was kind of hoping, when I was listening to the recording of this piece sung in Icelandic, that they would maybe sing the title so I could understand how to pronounce the title. Unfortunately, they didn't, because the piece of music, the title of it, has got nothing to do with the text in it. At least I couldn't find it. I couldn't work it out. And I do apologize, but I'm not even going to start pretending to be able to pronounce anything Icelandic. But it's called... I have no idea. I don't know what that letter is and how you would even start thinking about pronouncing it. But let's say Aðfangadagskvöld Jóla. That's probably nothing like the traditional Icelandic at all. So, Chris, if you're watching, or if you're watching later, then please, good heavens, please heavens, do correct me at some point, because I wouldn't even know where to start. It's a wonderful, wonderfully amazing language, probably related to very few other languages. But anyway, a beautiful piece of music, very, very atmospheric, idyllic in fact. So while we're not having Joe's idyll tonight, we're going to have an Icelandic one instead. Here you are, Icelandic Christmas music. Remember? Ooh, wonderful sort of atmospheric stuff. I particularly love that harmonic change at the beginning. It's you don't expect it. Ta, ta, ti, 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 and then ta, 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 ta. That's so, ooh, it's so mysterious, going places it shouldn't be going. I love it. Isn't that cute? Ooh, wonderful stuff. Yeah, Icelandic music. Who knows much Icelandic music? I don't. Right, ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing at the old ticket front this evening? Well, oh, a couple. Right, let's have a look. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much to the following people. Let's have a look. We have Stefan. Thank you, Stefan. Stefan, wonderful. Right, who this? We have a selection here all bashed in together. Jeremiah Martin. Thank you, Jerry. Dominic. Thank you, Dominic. Oh, Gleiswanderer. Thank you very much indeed. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Who this? Our friend František, haha. Our friend Cameron, thank you very much indeed. And our friend Steve. Thank you, Steve. I think it's Steve. I'm not sure who the rest of you are, Steve. Oh, it is Steve. Right, wonderful. Oh, for me and the baby. I see. Not for Vanessa then. Okay, good. We'll share it with Vanessa as well. So thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Very kind of you indeed. Wonderful. Gosh, thank you, folks. All right, how many is that so far? That's... I missed that. Hold on. That's 3, 4, 5, that's 7. All right, that's not bad. It's not bad. 7. We were making jokes on Friday night. We were saying, wouldn't it be great if everybody in the chat, let's have a look. Let's see how many people are in the chat tonight. How many people are in the chat tonight? How many people do we think are in the chat tonight? Let's find out. At the moment, there are 105 people in the chat. And we have had 438 clicks, 439, 440 clicks so far. So you see, 440 clicks, those are the people that have clicked on the video. Whether they're still watching or not, we don't know. But people in the chat, there are however many of you. So that's rather wonderful. Wouldn't it be great if everybody watching chipped in? That would be amazing. Imagine going to a concert and not having to pay. I'm naughty, I know, I shouldn't be doing this. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. What's this? Another one, Cassie, thank you. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you very much indeed. Right, wonderful. Oh, we have an extra request. Who's this? And what is it? Oh, we can definitely play that. Copyright? Yes, copyright, but it's Irving Berlin, and Irving Berlin lived to be 108 years old or something crazy like that. So, but yeah, we might get copyrighted on that. I tend to get copyrighted these days on things that shouldn't be copyrighted. That's the worrying thing. Oh, what's this? And Alexander. Thank you, Alexander. Wonderful. Thank you very much indeed. We're moving forward. 8. Right, that's good. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look. Back to the craziness of the music for tonight. Now, like I say, everything is magnificent tonight, literally. Everything is magnificent. Now, a long time ago, we were on the subject of Scottish music, and I was playing Scottish dance music. Hey, hi. I was doing all that kind of stuff, jazzing about. And I was saying to someone, I said, oh, the Dashing White Sergeant. And my brain froze and I couldn't remember the music to the Dashing White Sergeant. Well, Samantha to the rescue. Samantha sent me a copy of the Dashing White Sergeant. Ladies and gentlemen, take your partners, please, for the Dashing White Sergeant. That's why I couldn't remember it, because I was trying to play it in the wrong key. This version was an F. And I remember it now as the original being in D. When you're playing this kind of music, should you ever wish to play this kind of music on an organ, I can't imagine why you would, but you never know, you might want to, there are certain rules. And one of the rules is the third or the 10th in the left hand. Okay? That's one of the rules. If you're playing the piano for one of these things, okay, what you're doing is you're going, if I had the theatre organ I could show you, but we're basically doing this. And what you do is you always play, so, you would never play whole tone scales, but you always hold your sort of thumb on the, okay? You always hold down that third. It reminds the audience that it's a major chord. I don't know why, it's just some bizarre tradition, probably invented by one of those old ladies playing the piano in an old Ceilidh band years ago, and it's great. That kind of thing. I have no idea why, but it's great fun, and I learned to do that at a very early age. And then I realized, it was, you know, tenths. If I had bigger hands, I could play all those tenths. You know, I could only play some tenths. Sadly, I can't play that one, a D major 10th. Well, I can stretch it, but I can't play it. Makes sense. Anyway, there you are. A useless piece of knowledge about playing Scottish music on a church organ, which you will probably never have to do. But yes, thank you so much, Samantha, for sending me those Scottish tunes. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. A one, a two. No, how did he do it again? A one and a two and off he went. Lawrence Welk, the man with the longest baton in television. Anyone recognize that? Wonderful, wonderful. Lawrence Welk, he was originally Hungarian, wasn't he? Is that not right? Hungarian. A one and a two and a... Okay. He would have been the perfect conductor for a Scottish Ceilidh band. A one and a two and a... And he was a brilliant accordionist. So, there you are. That would have been that. Right, who sent me this? This was sent by... Good God, that's the dog sneezing his face off downstairs. That's not very nice. This was a tune that was requested quite a while back. Let's see if I can find out who it was. Gosh, I do apologize. A lot of people have been requesting things, and the requests are coming in thick and fast, and we can't keep up on them. Hold on, let me see if I can find out who this was. It was someone called Sam Smith, is that right? Sam Smith, not the Sam Smith, surely. Could it be the Sam Smith, ladies and gentlemen? Sam Smith, judging by his email, I doubt it. But could it be the Sam Smith, the very famous singer? That was just requested a few minutes ago. Oh, all right, good for you, Sam. Sam Smith requested this amazing hymn tune. It's on, yes it is, it's on 2 pages. Let us all press on. I love this one. Let us all press on the mighty sword of truth. Isn't this the one? Let us all press on in the work of the Lord. That's it. That when life is o'er, we may gain a reward. There's the word that rhymes with sword. In the fight for the right, let us wield a sword. There it is, the mighty sword of truth. Fear not, though the enemy deride. We must courage, for the Lord is on our side. Is this politically correct at the moment? I doubt it. We will heed not what the wicked may say, but the Lord alone we will obey. Let us all press on. Lumpty-dumpty-dumpty-dee. Okay? It sounds like something from the end of Les Miserables, or Les Miserables, as I tend to call it. And I think it needs a bit of a beefy registration, this one. Right, thank you, Sam. That's very kind indeed. Let me get my bits and bobs back so I can see what's going on here. Lawrence Welk. Lawrence Welk. Wonderful stuff. This has nothing to do with Lawrence Welk. Isn't that wonderful? I love this organ so much. It's so big and over the top. It's just missing a 32-foot. If this organ had a 32-foot reed, it would be the miniature Notre Dame organ. It's wonderful. Yeah, someone said that there. Someone said Indiana Jones vibes. That was Pan Lomito that said that. Yes. Ta-da. Yep, that's it. That's Indiana Jones and the Temple of Bones. What was it? Something like that, wasn't it? I have no idea. Anyway, right. Wonderful stuff. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting there. We're getting there. Now, back to our magnificent book of magnificence, or our brown book of magnificence. I was going to say magnificent book of brownness, but that wouldn't be very fair, would it? Right, now, hold on. It's here somewhere. It's up here somewhere. That could be it. Is that the one? See, the thing is, I forgot to write down which ones I wanted, and just sort of reminding myself. No, it is that one. Oh, hold on! Stop! Is it that one? No, it's not. It's this one. It is this one. Right. Wonderful. Hold on. Any more TKs? No more TKs. Okay. Good. Sunday night is not a ticket night, apparently. Anyway, never mind. Never mind. This, ladies and gentlemen, is not to be played on full. I think, actually, hold on a minute. I think we'll change the organ for this one. This is the beauty of what we can do now. I can go click. Düren will disappear. And well, sometimes it takes a while to disappear, but it should be quite quick now. There we are. See, it's disappearing from my RAM. And this organ, now this organ, it normally takes about 5 minutes to load, but no longer. Hauptwerk 8 is now out, and it makes life a lot quicker. And you can load enormous organs in the space of about a minute, which is rather good. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are leaving Düren over in the west of Germany, between Cologne and Aachen, closer to Aachen, which is on the Dutch border pretty much. And we are heading sort of inland a little bit. We're heading east from Aachen. Well, let's go from Düren, and we'll sort of head across a little bit. We'll go up the A1, past all those places, and then we'll go up towards Münster. We'll stay on the A1 for most of the way, and we will land in this amazing place here. Come on. We'll get there very shortly. It's wonderful stuff. Who's in the chat tonight? Let's have a look and see who's in the chat tonight. What I could do, I could try this participants list again. Now you see, according to the participant list, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's only 19 people in the chat, so I don't believe that. I think that's rubbish. So let me go back and load up the full chat. There you all are. Let's have a look. I will go back as far as I can, and we will say hello to the following people. Mike, hello. Nancy, hi. Samantha, hello again. Ian, hello. Michael, hello. Ursa, hello. Nancy again. Stefan, hello. Gleiswanderer, hello. Adrian, hi. Julian, hello. Shreveport. Another Julian, hello. Not Shreveport. Where's the other Julian from? That's a good question. There's Michael again. Pan Lomito, hi. Jez, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Richard Lewis Hearn, OBE. Who are you talking about? Okay. Bodensee-Horn, hi. Ingo. Samantha again. Julian, Michael. Gerhard Flink, hello. E7, why E7? What does E7 mean? E7? You mean the chord E7? There's an E7. I don't know. Cassie is here, hello. Adrian is still here. Glaswander is still here. Uza Cam is here. Hello. Joe is here. Dominic is here. You never know. Maybe there are only 19 people in the chat. CameraTim.com. Hello. Temporary cookies. Oh, I would like some temporary cookies. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Oh, that would be good, wouldn't it? Pear. Who's that? Dell HP8M. Who are you? I wonder who you are. Hello. Hello, you said. Pear is here. Hello, Pear. Jim Cascagnette is here. Jim, my friend Jim is here. Tobias Jacobi is here. Yellowbird is here. Ah, now you're all saying hello. You're coming at the woodwork now. Andrew Bazuki is here. Thank you for your request. It's coming. David is here. Hello. It's not Friesach, David. No. It's Billerbeck again. Billerbeck is up north. Friesach is over towards the east a little bit. Xing Chang Chong is here. Good evening. I'm still no wiser on how you're supposed to pronounce that. So you must tell me next time I see you. Alex is here. Alex is here. Baroque Bengel is here. Hello, Baroque Bengel. More people listen silently. That's very true. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Casey Latz is here as well. Hello, Casey Latz. Casey Latz, that's a wonderful name. You sound like something from the Terry Pratchett books. I love that. Absolutely wonderful indeed. E707. Oh my goodness, you're off again. San Antonio, Texas, name's Ryan. Ah, your name is Ryan and you're from San Antonio, Texas. I see. Good. Good. Hello, Ryan from San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio. I've never been. Have I actually ever been in Texas? I don't think I've ever been in Texas. I can't remember. There are various times I've been in the United States. I don't actually know where I was for reasons I am not permitted to go into in public. Anyway, oh, Nancy. A ticket from Nancy. A ticket from Chicago. Thank you, Nancy. Very kind. Very kind indeed. Right. Okay, here we are. This, ladies and gentlemen, is number 135. Sam Smith, not that Sam Smith, just this Sam Smith. Well, Sam Smith, you are equally, you're sitting at an organ according to your picture there, at least I think you are. The picture, on this screen, the like spider poop, these pictures here, that's how small they are. But yes, it looks like you're an organist, Sam Smith, so that makes you much more likable than the other Sam Smith. It's just a warbling, I don't know. Alex Michael, did I miss Boogie Woogie Amazing Grace? What? No, you will never get that either. Disgusting idea. Amazing Grace as a boogie, I couldn't think of anything worse. We do try to be slightly tasteful here. I know, it's hard to believe sometimes, but we do occasionally like to try to be tasteful. Right, back to the music, and I will say hi to you all later. Jeff is here. Hi, Jeff. Anyone I missed there, just quickly on the way past? I hope not. Nope, I think we got everyone pretty much. If you're if you're listening or you're watching along and you haven't written anything in the chat yet, then get into the chat and say hi and let us know who you are and where you're from. Especially if you haven't written before. Don't be shy. We're a very friendly bunch. All right, number 135, Jehovah unsere Wohnung, which I would of course translate as Jehovah our flat, our apartment, but I suspect that's not what is meant by this. So you come up with your translation, but I think it's a wonderful melody and it sounds something rather cute like this. Ooh, isn't that cool? I love that. That's really cool. Now this organ up in Billerbeck, much like Düren, it has its own it has its fanfare trumpet. Not one, but three. It has an 8-foot. It has a 4-foot, which is an octave higher, and it has a 16-foot, which is an octave lower than the original. Which means you can have 3 of these things belting at you. Which is hilariously loud. And if you have that on top of, here's full organ. Here's full organ. Which has a wonderfully big fat sound. And then you can add those things. They're actually in a box, so you can close that box and they sound a bit distant, and then you can add that gradually to your full organ. Which is just bananas. It's lovely. I wonder, can you do that on the real organ? I suspect you can. Something you cannot do on the real organ, unless of course it's badly out of tune or deliberately out of tune, is this. I have changed the organ so it can do some rather beautiful things, and it can do this. Here's a normal flute, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, with some funky chords. That's a normal flute. This is a normal flute. Hold on. This is a normal flute. That's a normal flute as well, a big fat flute. Here's a slightly less fat flute. Okay, it's a bit more sort of traditional sounding, but then I've cheated and I've taken a flute and I've made it ever so slightly out of tune, but deliberately so it undulates and makes sort of synthy pad noises, and I think it's rather delicious. It sounds something like this. and those lovely effects. That was just a meandering improvisation of funny chords doing funny things. Yeah, it's when you get to play an organ like that. So if you're the organist in that church, or you get to play it regularly, that's if I was that organist, that's the kind of thing I would be doing before services. You know, when people are coming into the church and feeling a bit sort of, oh, I've had a shit day, what do I do now, sort of thing. And they come into church and they sort of think, oh, and imagine you come in and there's all this sort of ethereal sort of, what is that? That's the day the earth stood still, sort of film music going on in the background with lots of rumbly 32 foots. There's all that kind of thing. Imagine just that, yeah? People are going to sort of be transported to other worlds, and that's the whole point. That's why these organs have these effects, so that you can take people and play with their minds. It's absolutely wonderful. Great fun indeed. Who dis? Jan. Thank you very much to Jan, and I think there was another one in there as well. Dominic. Oh, thank you, Dominic. That's very kind. Did I get Dominic already? No, I didn't. Oh, I have to look at the time on these, because yes, these come in all at the same. Right, who was that? That was that one, that was that one, and no, that was it. Thank you very much. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you. Thank you. Dominic sent me some lovely music recently. It's Christmas music, so I'm gonna save this. Oh my goodness, we've got lots of things planned for Christmas. Christmas is going to be fun this year. At least I hope it is. Last year, Christmas was a washout because I had bloody corona, which was not much fun. Oh my goodness me, Joe has requested the 18th variation from the Rhapsody on the Theme of Paganini by Rachmaninoff for the solo organ. Ooh, in my favourite key, D flat. Oh, that would sound nice in this registration. Oh, I need to find the music for that, but yes, that would be lovely. What a wonderful idea. Joe, you're on to something there. I like it. Who does? Marketa. Oh, thank you very much indeed. Could I play something swingy by Jaroslav Ježek? I don't know who that is. I tell you what, you suggest me something by Jaroslav Ježek. Oh, hold on a minute, that does ring a bell. That does ring a bell. František, have you sent me something by Jaroslav? I think you have. I think you have. All right, I will look into that. Uza, reminder email, please. To look into something by Ježek. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, Jaroslav Ježek. If I can look in for the... Oh, yes, definitely. Right, ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? 20 to 12 already. Good, we're getting there. Back to the music then, and we have another wonderful request here for another wonderful hymn. This is going to be the final sort of these hymns. Can I find it? Can I find it? Can I find it? That might be it. Yes, there it is. Ha 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 ha. Now this depends how you understand the title here. This could mean two things if you're not careful, okay? It could definitely mean two things. Come, all Christians, be committed. Now, think carefully about that. It could mean two things, but no, it definitely means the be determined, committed. It means that one, and not put away with a key, committed. That's a different kind of committed. Anyway, but this is a rather wonderful piece of music from, I'm not sure, when did it's an old hymn. There we are, 1844, it says here. 1844, and it was harmonized by someone called James Wood in 1958. Now, this is a wonderful hymn with a standard rhythm. Now, the rhythm you could have to this would be high fried oil, Hifridol, which is a wonderful tune. One of my Welsh favourites. This one, however, is the same rhythm, but listen to the difference. This is wonderful. It's also in 3 beats in a bar, but it's rather wonderful. Come, all Christians, be committed to the service of the Lord. If you keep reading after the title, then it sort of gives it away. That's more like it. Ooh, isn't that wonderful? That's much better than Hifridol for that kind of stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with Hifridol, but ooh, that is so much better. Ooh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Thank you very much, mystery requester, for that piece of music. It's wonderful. It's right up your street as well, so thank you very much indeed. How do I know who the mystery person is? Of course I know who the mystery person is. But yeah, what a wonderful tune. Ah, absolutely magnificent. I love it. It's 10 to 12, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to cover more of these this evening, but we got carried away with everything else. Let's have one more. Let's have one more, and we'll have another one of our dancey ones, I think. Shall we have a dancey one? Who fancies a dance? I fancy a dance, and it's going to be this one, number 69. Oh, hold on, number 69 is Blowing in the Wind. Can I stop it? Talking of blowing in the wind, you can buy Bob Dylan's old Scottish home for about £3 million, I think. In the beautiful Speyside town of Nethy Bridge. There you are. What's it called? Altmore House, I think it was called. Was that right? Is that right? Anyone know? Ian, is that up your sort of street? Altmore House, I think it was. Near Nethy Bridge, near Granton on Spey. Not far from where my sister lives, actually. And a lovely part of the world. And a very nice house, beautifully modernised. An enormous greenhouse. I wonder what Bob Dylan was growing in an enormous greenhouse. Anyway, in the Highlands of Scotland. Probably not very much is the answer to that question, thanks to the wonderful weather. Anyway, here we go. Number 69, Gotha Gegebenheit mit Zufriedenheit. That's a bit of a tongue twister. I'm not going to say that again. If you want to translate it, please do. Otherwise, take your partners, please, for a St. Bernard's waltz. just crazy. That's a hymn, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine going to church on Sunday morning and singing that. I think that's absolutely wonderful. I really do. I really do. I think if the well, let's just say if the local churches started offering music like that and word spread around, I think they would be a lot fuller than they are these days. Don't you think? Don't you think? Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be absolutely amazing? Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting towards the end of this evening's concert, and I think it's time for some ragtime music. Ragtime music. We love ragtime music on the channel, and actually for the final 5 or 10 minutes of the program, I think we have to move over to Theatre Organ Land. Click, boom, and we're gone. Talking of land, we're going to finish off tonight with a very bizarre piece of music. I'm almost tempted to sing it because it's so bizarre, but I'm not going to. I get into trouble if I start singing things. And let's face it, folks, we haven't had enough tickets for me to sing anything tonight. I'm going to do, if you want to hear me singing, then you have to pay. Simple as that. Dylan, thank you. Oh, Dylan, not Bob Dylan, but Dylan, someone else, has just bought a ticket. Thank you very much. Thank you. The Last Tune. Christians Being Committed. Yes, that's the one. Reminded me of a tune I'd hear in church as a kid. There you are. Probably was exactly that tune. Very nice memory. Haven't heard this in a long time. Thank you. That's the kind of message we love. Thank you very much, Dylan. That is absolutely wonderful to hear. And I'm glad I've managed to jog some pleasant memories from going to church in the past. That's wonderful. Thank you. That's what this is all about. The power of magnificent music, ladies and gentlemen. There we have it. There we have it. Right, ragtime time. Here's one for Steffi. Ooh, that's a bit loud. Why is that so loud? Oh, because it's not. I think we will have different registrations for this one. I think we will have these registrations for this. We have a piano, which I can mute as I require. From Scott Joplin from this is an early one of his, I think. 1901, I think, 1901. I can't remember because it doesn't tell me here. I found a different, Steffi sent me a version photographed on her lap with her mobile telephone or something like that. So I found a version that is almost legible. And it should go something like this. The Peacherine Rag. What's a Peacherine, anybody? Who knows what a Peacherine really is? Everyone thinks they know what a Peacherine is, but do you actually know what a Peacherine is? La da da dum, bum ba da da dum, bum. Trick with ragtime music is to play it. It says it at the top left of every ragtime piece, not too fast. The Peacherine Rag there by Mr. Scott Joplin himself. Actually, no, by me. Composed by Scott Joplin and played by me myself. A wonderfully silly piece of music. I love it indeed. Not, however, as silly as this. Our final piece of music for this evening, apart from, of course, our closer. The wonderful piece of music simply called... Which registration shall we have? Let's have these registrations. They also involve a piano. That's better. This is a wonderful song, and this reminds me of the old band I used to play with, Rod Mason and his Hot Five. Yes. And from time to time we would learn a new piece of jazz music from the good old days. And this one is from 1919. And we introduced this one into the band in about, I don't know, 2009 maybe, 2008, 2009, something like that. And it was so cheesy. We just added it just because it was cheesy, basically. It was so cheesy, we added it to the repertoire. And we had so much fun with it. And we had a member of the band, I won't mention any names or any instruments, but this member of the band was, if you're a Goons fan from the 1950s radio show, The Goons, there was a character called Minnie Bannister. And Minnie Bannister pretended she could sing jazz, and it was like, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it was just over the top. Yim bom biddle is what we say. Yim bom biddle. And Minnie Bannister's friend Henry Crun would go yim bom biddle min, all that kind of stuff. And when this character in the band started playing his solo during this tune, in the background we were going yim bom biddle, and so on. We would be doing the Goons voices in the background, and if we were in good, if the audience was having a whale of a time, and he was really going for it with his yim bom biddle in the front, we would, the front line of the band, that would be Rod on the trumpet and the others out front, they would start messing about as well, and it would turn into the most hilarious stuff. Of course, the audience just thought we were having fun because it was such a wonderful tune, but no, we were ripping the piss out of the player because he was playing Yim Bom Biddle all the time. It was absolutely hilarious. Anyway, here is that piece of music. It's so bad, it's good. It's called Take Me to the Land of Jazz. I could sing it, but I'm not going to. Here's the words. I will read you the words I will read you the words as if I were a Goons character. It was down in Tennessee that the jazzy melody originated, then waited for popularity. It's gone. Where's it gone? Now in every cabaret, it's the only thing they play. I love to hear it. I must be near it. That's why I say, take me to the land of jazz. Let me hear the kind of music Memphis has. I want to step to a tune that's full of ginger and pep. Ooh, pick 'em up and lay 'em down. Learn to do the razzmatazz. Let me give you a warning. I won't be home until morning because everybody's full of jazz bow. Jazz bow, what the hell is that? In the loving land of jazz. Yim bom biddle, here we go. This is madness. Yim bom biddle. Hee hee. Take me to the land of jazz. What an awful tune. It's so awful, it's good. We had a request by Andrew, and I didn't manage to fit it in, so let's fit it in right now. Ladies and gentlemen, in a minor key. A very quick putting on the Ritz there for Andrew. We requested that earlier. A wonderfully fun piece of music indeed. It's another one, a yim bom biddle. It's another one of those pieces. Absolutely wonderful. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go and just put into, put the words Henry Crun, C-R-U-N, and Mini Bannister with one N, the Bannister part, Mini Bannister with one N, Bannister into YouTube and see what comes up, and you will get part of the Goon Show. It was Spike Milligan was Mini Bannister, and he used to do the voice. He actually used to do that with his vocal box. He used to grab his voice box like that and go, to get that sort of trebly tremolo that some old ladies have when they speak. He would do it like that. And Peter Sellers was the voice of Henry Crun. And Henry Crun was a very old man who would talk like that Minnie. And when Peter did it, he would actually become a very old man. Anyway, never mind. Fun and games, all of it, and madness indeed. Magnificent madness, magnificently mad music. There you are. How about that? I've no idea how we got onto that this evening. I suspect Take Me to the Land of Jazz and that started it. That's probably where it all came from. Round the horn. Oh yes, round the horn. Mr. Horn. There was an episode, wasn't there, of the Goons where Mr. Horn appeared. I think there was, wasn't there? I'm sure there was. Can't remember. But anyway, never mind. Right. No. How do I know about this? I used to love the Goons. I listened to them all. Oh, the Histories of Pliny the Elder was one of my favourites. And of course, the best one of them all was Dishonored, Part 2. But anyway, no, I'm not going to get into that. We could do a podcast about the Goons. Yeah, that would be great fun indeed. Anyway, right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for Sunday night is organ and Goons music night. I wasn't expecting to get into that this evening. Never mind. These things happen. So thank you very much for joining us this evening. Wonderful that you have been part of the crowd. Let me just see if there have been any late night spending money. Any late night monies. Oh, the old Jewish piano. Ka-ching. Can I do a Jewish piano on this? What's a Jewish piano, I hear you ask? A Jewish piano, ladies and gentlemen, is... Can I do a cash register on this? I probably can't. I need something like... No! I need something like... hold on a moment. This is just it's a goon show on musical form, isn't it? There we are. Oh no, that's not the one I wanted. Oh, why is that not doing its thing? Should it be that choir? That'll do actually. Let's do that. So here we are. We need a cash register. A cash register to go. Hold on, no, we need to do that again. Cash register could be something like this. A drum with a thing. There we go. The old Jewish piano. Open your wallet and repeat after me. Help yourself. Oh, right. On with the music, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh, carried eggs, you know. No, I really mustn't. One of the characters, oh, here we go. You've got me going now. Sorry about that. One of the characters was called Dennis Bladnock, Major Dennis Bladnock. He was an old major from the army and honourable discharge all round. He was one of those tremulous old guys. Peter Sellers did him as well. And Dennis Bladnock, he had tremendous problems with his bowels. And every time you got the music for Bladnock was... and there was always this sort of and lots of sort of banging and explosions and crazy things in the background, all these things. And then Dennis Bladnock would eventually go, oh no, I shouldn't have eaten that, or there would be some comment about something he ate or didn't eat, or oh, no, I was washing my knees. There was always something really bizarre that Dennis Bladnock was up to. He wasn't to be trusted with anybody, certainly not with money. But yeah, sorry. Oh, you've got me going now. Anyway, there you are. Peter Sellers. I would have loved, that's one guy I would have loved to have spent time with. Peter Sellers didn't know who he was himself, which is why he had all these amazing characters inside his head, and absolutely wonderful stuff. Anyway, enough. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to finish this evening's performance with a rendition of Bye Bye Blues, Yim Bum Biddle, oh, Minnie Bannister, Darling of Roper's Light Horse, and so on. Anyway, right, enough. I'm stopping. Good jazz drummer. Yeah, they were all very musical. Harry Seacombe was a wonderful singer. Spike was a wonderful guitarist and trumpeter. And Peter was not a bad piano player and a very good drummer. There you are. Enough. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for this evening's madness. Thank you for buying a ticket or two on the way along. And I look forward to see you through the week with some interesting hymns of the week and some piano goodies on Thursday as well. And back at the organ on Friday night, for Friday night is music night. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, let's not finish with Bye Bye Blues. Let's finish with one of the pieces of music the Goon Show ended with, and it was one of these, a wonderful piece of music from old days of old, Crazy Rhythm. 1, 2, 1, bye bye.